What's up, people? MrFallior here, bringing you another video. So I've been meaning to make this video for a while now, but I just keep forgetting and putting it off and all of that. And I also don't want to look pathetic, but at the same time I really need to make this video. I need to know what other people say about it, because I know I'm not the only one. I'm definitely far from it based on some Google searches that I've seen of people far worse than me. Anyway, what am I talking about? Well, based on what I titled this video, you know what I'm talking about. But I am and have always had difficulty asking somebody out, asking a girl that I want to get to know better out. Now, I did it once quite a long time ago on Valentine's Day with a single rose, and I asked her in front of her two friends, and I didn't ask her, I just said Happy Valentine's Day and I gave it to her. I was going to, but I got too nervous, so I didn't even ask. But I said Happy Valentine's Day, and I just handed her the rose and walked off. Then later on that day, she had her two friends come over, said that she would be my Valentine, but has no interest in ever dating. And then she wound up dating somebody else shortly afterwards. So that was my first no in my life, and I guess my only one, since I've never really, technically I never even asked really. But then there was the time when I asked some girl out that I didn't like. I don't know why I do that. And she said yes. Then it wound up not even being anything anyway. But now that I'm an adult and I know not to do that anymore and to only ask out women that I actually have interest in, but I can't do it, and I don't know why. Because it doesn't feel like a fear of rejection, because I play it in my mind and I'm okay with it. Like if she says no, like flat out no, I'd be like, okay, sorry. Or if she says she has a boyfriend, I'd be like, oh, okay, sorry. Like make it seem like where she's like, oh no, don't be sorry or something like that. Like that way it's not, you're not, seem like pathetic from it. Like I don't know what I mean when I do that. That's just what I'm thinking. Like that way I don't just walk off with my head down in shame or something. It's like, sorry to have bothered you or whatever, you know what I mean. But she's a cashier at the store next door, next to where I work, and every time I want to, I wound up not being able to, for multiple different reasons. For one, it's her environment, not mine, so that gives her the advantage. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you ever seen the dating tips, or like the asking out somebody that you like tips, they always say to try to put it in either a neutral environment or in your environment, because when you're in your own environment, you have more confidence. So like if I were to if she was like to come into the pizza place, I would feel a lot more confident to ask, because I feel more comfortable in a place that I know I have some type of pull in, if that makes sense. Or like if I was in my car and I seen her and she was like walking towards her car next to me or something. Just because I'm in the car, like I would have more confidence because I'm in an area where I feel more confident and safe, right? So even if they said no, wouldn't feel as much of a blow because you're already in a safer space than if you were in their area. That's why they also say to try not to ask them when they have their friends around, because you are definitely at a bigger disadvantage, and you will either back down or you'll come off as less confident, which might make them say no just because you don't seem to have as much confidence. So there's that. Then there's also the issue of her coworkers always being around somewhere, but they're not usually right next to her. Usually I don't have that problem, but sometimes I do. And then it's also the issue of customers. There's almost always somebody already waiting behind me. And I just feel weird doing it, like asking somebody out or whatever, when somebody that I don't even know is watching and listening. So if I fail, that somebody else will have also seen my failure, if that makes sense. So in a way, I guess it's a fear of failure, but like not really a fear of failure for me, but like a fear that other people watch my failure or something like that, if that makes sense. Feel of public failure? Does that make sense? I guess so. Cause like I always have had this feeling of have had this fear of letting people down. So maybe it somehow ties into that. I'm not really sure. But I don't know. Like I wish I could at least find out if she has a boyfriend. Cause I've seen her for months now, and I've never seen her boyfriend, a boyfriend at all, anywhere. But like for other cashiers, I usually see them with a boyfriend, and I'm not even paying attention to that much. And I still see him with a boyfriend or something like that, or girlfriend or whatever, whoever, depending on the gender. But I never see her with one. But that doesn't mean they don't have one. But I don't know. I'm having a really difficult time. And then weirdly enough, I'm also afraid because there's another cashier who I also would ask out, but only if the first one says no. And I feel bad because what if the second one would have said yes, but the first one says no? And then I ask out the second one, and then she'll feel like, if she knows, if she found out, she'll feel like she was the second best and not first choice. And then they either might say no because of that, or they'll just always feel lesser than. Or the first one does say yes, but the second one would have also said yes, and now the second one feels bad because I picked the other one over her. And so I would feel bad that she feels bad. I don't know, man. Like I overthink this stuff just because I'm thinking of other people's feelings and stuff at the same time as my own, which all determine my decision and non-decision and all of that. And sorry, I rub my forehead and stuff. Like when I do that when I'm thinking, and when I don't know where else to put my hand, or whatever, because like I fidget, not like fidget spinner. Like I don't know. I just have something. That's why when I'm at the computer, I don't usually do anything because like my hand's on the mouse, it's doing something, and because I'm tired. I do that a lot more when I'm tired. But yeah. So I just wanted to say that on camera. if anybody has had that before, anything like this, and knows what I'm talking about, or anything like that, just has any comment, because it's not as simple as just saying man up. Because like obviously man up, I'm gonna do it. It's just how, when, I don't know, but I'm gonna try soon. Like the next time I see her, if I can. But we'll see. Anyway, and then a whole other subject that I need to make a video on afterwards would be like, how do you bring up the topic of me filming every day to a girlfriend or a potential girlfriend, and somehow them not be weirded out about it or something. Because like people that aren't used to cameras or that don't understand it at all, you don't want to scare them away, but you also don't want to stop doing this. I don't know, but that's another video. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.